rear tire is I'm just feel like I'm barely touching it and it's walking. So
you're not wearing a silver fox.
That's right. Silver fox.
You guys go down. So you'll see us go the other way, but don't freak out. We'll be down. Cool. And Brian too, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Are we turning? That way or that way?
I think Tyler was going to ride down and we were going to go right past him, but then we'll go back up.
Okay.
Welcome back to Moab. Yes, I still have Moab footage and I'm still releasing it on a regular basis. It's almost been a year. I think I'll run out by the time we actually hit the year mark. That's coming up in March. At this point in the ride, we're all coming back and having a great time. Nest Productions and Joe and I decided that we want to rip it up a little bit together. We haven't been riding together too much as a pack. So Ness and I hang back with Joe. Everride wants to get a picture of the big group as we all drive past him, so that's what we're doing. And don't ask me where that footage is, because I've never seen it on his channel either. It was very dusty that day, and that footage might not have turned out so good. So that's what we're gonna say happened.
Two strokes, man. Two strokes.
And there's Goka Besa right there behind me. The dust plays a part here in the way the TT is riding. More to come on that.
Hey, it's CDS! I see CDS! Yahoo! And Stacy kicking up the dust. Hey, look at him standing up.
That dying cat sound was me trying to be funny for Everride in the camera, making faces at him. But, I guess I had my sun visor shield down, so you can't make faces at someone behind a helmet. But, you know, it's all in your head. Whatever you think you are in your head, that's what's happening outside you, right? I guess? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna hang out with Nest Up Productions here. He's awesome if you haven't checked out his channel. He is on a KTM. I think that was a 400 something that he doesn't have. I actually ride it later on, and I think I have footage of that. Maybe. More to come. So, we're just looking for some fun. And I am riding on the TT350. If you haven't seen TT's videos, go check them out. He is a great narrator. And of course, YamaJoe was riding Katie, the KDX200. And later on, stay tuned, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to take a ride on Katie. Yes, I'm going to ride a two-stroke motorcycle. I haven't done that in a long time. Not since I was a kid, like really young kid, so stick around for that. But we don't really know where we're going. We're kind of lost, and I think Joe found a little trail there, and so we're just looking for something to do and some fun, and so we're just tooling around. And there's these little cow trails off to the side here. And if you notice the title, this is where the title comes in. So pay attention. And he's okay, by the way. He's okay. He's all armored up, as you should be when you're riding.
You alright?
Yeah.
You good?
I'm good.
That looked like soft dirt.
Yeah, I didn't see that tread.
Did it feel soft?
Wasn't too bad. The road kind of disappeared. I didn't know where to go. Yeah, no, I just threw it. You guys were hauling ass, and I was hauling ass, and
Well, apparently, I wasn't too interested in what Mr. Nest Up Productions was talking about, because I just kind of left and I totally missed the audio of what he was saying. Well, at least that's what it looks like on film. I could actually hear what was going on, but the mic wasn't picking it up. But he was just explaining what happened. And, you know, I mean, if you saw from that footage, Joe and I were kicking up some dust right there, and he just lost sight and couldn't see. Luckily, he didn't run into me, because that's what I was thinking at the time. I'm like, oh boy, I'm slamming on the brakes, Joe's hard on the brakes, and Ness is going to come right up my backside. But luckily, he's a good enough rider that he didn't hit me. He just bailed into that trench there and took himself out, and not me and him, because, boy, I had bad images of going to the hospital from that one. But he's awesome, and he pulls it out. Like I said, he's all armored up, and he's okay. Now, the bike starts acting kind of funny right here, and a little bit ago you could hear it, and I'm gonna pause the audio here, and so you can hear it again. You notice that little, almost like the audio just cuts out. Well, that's what the TT was doing. And, you know, he was rated to ride down in Mexico. New Mexico. Sorry, Joe. New Mexico. And being up here in that higher altitude, that's kind of what we were thinking. But later on, in hindsight, look at all the dust that we've been kicking up all day. And this is the third day of riding. So my guess is that air filter was nasty, nasty, nasty. And we should have just cleaned it out. But, of course, I didn't, and I didn't think about that, because back in the East, we don't have dust like this. It rains all the time.
It's missing a little bit. It's missing a little bit. It's missing? Yeah. It's probably running way too rich. It's kind of, you want to take it just to make sure it's okay?
I'm on Katie! Oh, Katie's brakes are tough. That's neutral, Katie.
She says, yeah, I know, Ride a Map. I know, Ride a Map. You.
Oh, it's a long pull.
At this point, I'm thinking of myself remembering Silva's video when he was talking to his son, saying, don't be afraid of the pipe. Don't be afraid of the pipe. So that's what I'm thinking to myself. Okay, don't be a wuss, and don't be afraid of the pipe. So, it's been a long time since I've been on a two-stroke. When I was 12 years old, that's what I learned to ride on, was my friend's YZ80. Well, this is a little different.
Woohoo! It's a Katie! I'm riding Katie! Riding my on Katie! Oh, she's awesome. Ooh, she's squirrely. How fast we're going? 51. Woo! She's squirrely.
Coming off of that 86 Yamaha TT350 and going on to this KDX, I felt like the bike was really short wheelbase, and it just was so squirrely. I don't know if that was the case, but that's what I kept telling myself all the time.
She's squirrely, but she's nice. I like her. You got a lot of feel. Katie's brakes are a lot touchier than TT's.
That and the brakes. I keep talking about the brakes.
Holy cow. She's squirrely girl. Ooh, backing up.
My impressions were good, really good of this bike, but it was such a different experience. It was felt like so much more feel. Like the brakes were more sensitive, the suspension were more sensitive, the engine, the throttle was more sensitive. Everything was just like hyper sensitive, and to me, coming off of that TT, where everything was very dulled down, it was quite the ride. But I enjoyed it. We were hitting some pretty good speeds, and I'm hoping that Joe's proud of the way that I stayed on the pipe there a few times. So, woo! It was fun.
She bucks to the right. Oh, squirrely as hell. Man, she's squirrely.
What?
Oh, I can't stop giggling.
Welcome to a two-stroke.
Man, it's like I'm all over the place. And it's so much more touchy, you know?
The power?
Well, it's just like...
Picking up its piston.
Whoa!
It's just leaning too far over. It's getting out of the float bowl.
Okay.
Out of the overflow. Yeah, I think this thing's just really rich. It's about to fail a plug.
Is that what it's doing?
Because if I can get a long straightaway and just hold it wide open, get a lot of air through it, then it starts cleaning up a bit.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys can smell it. Oh yeah. It's just really rich.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know, just every now and then it'll pop and stuff. And so it's like...
Just because the plug is getting wet.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. It felt like it's just missing them.
It's just really rich. Yeah, so when I get on the straightaways, if I can just hold it open, even if it's lugging, just having the carburetor open,
okay,
lets a lot of air through, which will help dry that plug a little bit.
Okay. Definitely
a little bit faster riding until we get down a little bit more. I mean, I can keep riding it if you want.
No, I'll trade you back. This thing's crazy. I'm like, it's just woo. It's fun, but man, I just don't feel comfortable enough on it.
It's like an 88 hot stuff.
Well, it's touchy too. I mean, like the brakes are touchier. You know, I'm locking up the rear tire at the. I just feel like I'm barely touching it and it's locking. So.
Because you're not wearing a silver fox.
That's right. Silver fox.
You doing right, Ryan?
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, you go. You go number 2.
What?
You follow him. I'll take up the rear.
And that right there is the last time we will see Katie's kickstand. That was the last time she was able to use it. I was the last one to put it down. Joe just picked it up, and it's gone. We lost it on the trail right there. So, thanks for watching.
Oh, yeah, that's a little better.